When I was a kid, I was just a big dreamer for real. I didn't know what it was going to be, but I always kind of was just like the weird kid, like, man, I'm going to be an astronaut or I always used to just dream big.
What is one non-tech skill you're proud of today?
Probably videography for real. Like,
Okay, okay.
that's my thing.
What's your basketball team?
Anywhere LeBron goes, so I'm rocking with the Lakers right now.
Hey,
So,
listen. It's funny you said that because that's me, bro. I'm
yeah.
a proud bandwagon of LeBron. What is one unpopular tech opinion that you 100% like stand on?
I would say that AI is not going to replace us. Everything right now is like AI's taking over. If you type in AI on YouTube, it's going to say like, it's over for coding. Like, don't waste your time. But my
Yeah.
opinion is like, it ain't going nowhere. To being able to code, that's not going to be the skill no more. It's going to be the person who can architect some stuff. Now you got a tool that can do it for you, but you still going to have to be able to construct it and do it in an efficient way. It's not going to wipe us out, but it's just going to change our skill sets. And the people that can adapt and change first, like, you're going to make a lot of money.
And we are live with my brother Keith. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's good with you, man?
Hey, I see the drip, bro. I see that chain.
Oh, no, just something light, man. Something light. Likewise, man. I see you,
Hey,
man.
hey, mine is tucked in.
Gotta be
How you feeling?
modest, man. You
Hey, yes
modest.
sir, yes sir, yes
For
sir. How
sure.
you feeling, bro?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. I was telling you off script that like I just got in not too long ago. You know what I mean? The girlies they start school this week. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, you're a father as well, and so I'm sure you know how that grind is, bro. Like you got to work, that got to
Yep.
keep up school. Homework. They don't have homework yet, but
Yep.
the first week of school, bro, is always hectic, man. You know what I
For
mean? And
sure. Gotta
so,
get up. Now, so my girls, their start time moved up 30 minutes. So
okay.
now we're up at like 6 something in the morning. So I'm like, man, I'm just
Ooh.
trying to get there. So
I
I
feel you, bro.
understand,
I
man.
feel you. Hey, I feel like we do it every year, man. So
Yeah.
we're gonna do it again this year, man. It's
Yeah.
nothing different. It gets
For sure.
you. Do you get used to being like one of parents and like the demand that it takes, bro, to like take care of them and like provide? Like,
Yeah.
does that get like old? Do you get used to it? Is it still challenging? Like, how is that, bro?
I feel like you just adapt naturally. Like,
Mm,
with new seasons, new things come.
yeah.
They're not doing homework yet, but so I have a fourth grader now. So now this is kind of like the first year that she's getting the homework, and I'm looking at it like
Mm.
I'm trying to remember some stuff. Like I'm like, all right, how do I round this thing? What's the rules to it? Like, so I
Man,
mean, I feel it's forever changing, but we
yeah.
adapt to it. So
Yeah, shout out to my wife though, because she's the one who's like on point with the girls' homeworks, bro. Because for
yeah.
me, bro, I'm like ChatGPT. What is 2 plus 2?
Hey,
Like,
for sure.
you know what I mean?
I told wife I took a picture of it. Like, man, you better put it on chat. Like,
No,
don't ask
facts,
me. Like,
facts, bro, facts, man. Yo, it's good to have you here, bro. It's crazy how like the universe, the world, timing works, right? So I've been following your wife. For all y'all who don't know, Keith is Jessica's husband, and so I had her on the. I think by the time your episode drops, I think hers is gonna drop first, so I can say this. There we
okay,
go. So
yeah,
yeah, she was the previous episode, and now her husband, and I've been following her for a brick now. My wife too. I was telling her on the podcast that we're huge fans of y'all, man,
yeah,
and we
appreciate it.
follow y'all journey. Like she's documented on YouTube, like
Hmm.
everything, bro. Like
Yeah.
she's been vulnerable. She's
Hmm.
given gem. She's pivot. Now she's pivoting. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so if y'all haven't watched that episode, stop this one here and go watch that
Go watch
episode
that one
and
for
then come
sure.
back here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but now, bro, like on the prep call, she was telling me that like you're in tech too, and I think you got in tech before she did, right?
So I started my journey before her, but she got her
Okay.
job before I did.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So like it's kind of like you and I, like my story too. You know what I mean? I I'm in tech, obviously. My wife is also in tech too, right? So when she said you were in tech too, I was like, oh, power tech couple.
Yeah,
Like no brainer. I have to have you in a podcast. You know what I mean? So I hit you. I was like,
yeah,
yo, my dog, slide through, and he's like, yo, say less. You know what I mean? So thank you. Long story short, bro. Thank you for coming on the podcast, bro. Because I say this to every guest that I have on, bro. And I truly mean it, bro. Like I genuinely appreciate every guest that comes on here because I know
yeah.
like
Appreciate
y'all
the
are
opportunity.
working, y'all are busy. So for you to say yes, take out an hour to come and sit with me and just chat and to just supply knowledge to people, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate the opportunity for sure.
Yes, sir. So every episode I have a segment called this or that. It's like a fun segment, right? Like an icebreaker
So,
segment, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and pop that off, and then we're gonna go ahead and kind of just dissect your story, bro. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So, what is one thing from your childhood that inspires you today?
From my childhood, I feel like, man, when I was a kid, I was just a big dreamer for real. So I mean, I feel like I kind of carry that same just mindset. Like I didn't know what it was going to be, but I always kind of was just like the weird kid, like, man, I'm gonna be an astronaut, or like I always used to just dream big. So
Yeah.
I don't know, I kind of just still carry that for real. So,
Yeah, yeah. What inspired you to dream big, man? Because I've met people who are like you, right? They're like they're kids, and they're
uh,
like, "Yo, I just want to be like a billionaire. I want to just
yeah,
like dream big for the stars, right?" And then there are some people that have sat down, and spoken to, and they're like, "Yo, I didn't have the opportunity to dream, or I didn't even believe in myself at a young age, right?" So,
yeah.
what made you like have the confidence to be like, "Yo, like I can reach for the stars. Like I'm dreaming big."
Honestly, I'll probably say it's my pops for real. Like, so where I'm from, my dad was like a basketball player, so like
Mm,
everybody knew pops. So when I'm a kid, pops like, man, like he that dude in the city. So
yeah.
I'm like, I want to be like pops. Like, I want to play ball. I want to go D1. I want to go overseas. I want to play professional. So I kind of had like a model per se to be like, okay, I can do certain things. And then my
Mm.
grandfather was a chemist. So between I had a hooper in my life and I had a chemist in my life. So I'm like, all
You
right,
can't go
like,
wrong.
yeah, it's like, it's things out here that so I seen both sides of the coin. So I'm from Dayton, Ohio. So if you look in the news or, statistically, it's kind of like a down city.
Mm.
But it's like I had certain people in my life to be like, okay, like this is what I can kind of push towards. So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. That's dope, man. Like, shout out to my pops because I'm sure he's watching this right now. I sent him like all my episodes, so shout out to you,
yeah,
pops. But I feel like the importance, bro, of having like a father in your life to look up to, bro, is like huge. You know what I mean?
yeah,
For me, more than like 80% of my confidence, bro, is from my dad. Like as
yeah,
a
for sure.
pup, he was like, "You can do it." Like he would see
Yeah,
me like failing and failing and failing, and he's like, "No, you got this the next time." And so ingrained in me, like, nah, like I'm that dude. You know what I mean? So I think once you said that, that resonated with me, man. So that's dope. That's dope, man. Shout out to your pops too, bro. For real.
for sure.
What is one non-tech skill or talent that you're proud of today? Now I might know the answer to
Uh,
this one too, but I ain't gonna say it.
yeah, yeah, probably videography for real. Like
Okay, okay.
that's my thing. I mean, that's kind of techie too, I guess, but not in the sense of like coding or something.
Yeah. I thought you was gonna say
Um,
football because I think you play football, right?
yeah, I played. Honestly, I'm a better basketball. So football, I just picked it up in high school. Like,
Okay.
um, I'm 6'5", like I'm just big, so I was able to kind of convert to tight end.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
But I'm a hooper for real. Like my pops played ball at Providence. My little brother played at Penn State. So like we
Mm,
a hooping family for real. So
yeah.
that's
Say
probably my
less.
skill.
I love it.
Uh,
Say less. What's your basketball team?
Anywhere LeBron goes, so I'm rocking with the Lakers right now.
Hey,
So
listen. It's funny you said that because that's me, bro. I'm
yeah,
a proud bandwagon of LeBron, bro. I don't care.
for sure, for
I don't
sure.
care, man. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
I've been a not a South. I've been a Cleveland fan for some
yeah,
years. Then I've been a Miami fan. Then back to Cleveland,
yeah,
and now obviously
yeah,
LA. Right. So you think he's
yeah.
gonna finish his career in LA?
I think he will.
I think so too, bro.
Or he might spend like a little tour in Cleveland. Like let's
You
finish it
think
up for a
so?
year or something. Maybe
Oh.
that's a dream for real.
That's a
Like,
dream because Bronny's there now. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't know, man. LeBron is calculated. So wherever he goes, bro, that's what I'm gonna be. So all right, bro. So what is one unpopular tech opinion that like you 100% like stand on? Like one unpopular, like most people probably disagree with this tech opinion, but like you're like nah, like I'm 10 times on toes on this.
I would say that AI is not going to replace us. Like I feel like everything right now is like AI's taking over. It's over. Like if you
Yeah,
if you type in AI on YouTube, it's going to say like it's over for coding. Like don't waste your time. But my
yeah,
opinion is like it ain't going nowhere. Like if
why?
anything, it's gonna.
Yeah, go
What you
ahead, bro.
say? Now, if anything, it's just gonna introduce maybe a different. It's gonna be a different path.
Mm,
So instead of okay, I'm gonna learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript and build these apps and do all this. It's like, nah, you need to really get your computer science skills up. You need to get your
Mm.
data architecture up. You need to get your just your mind and how you think,
Yeah.
because the hard skill, like the being able to code, that's not going to be the skill no more. It's going to be the person who can architect some stuff or construct the thing. Like now you got a tool that can do it for you, but you still going to have to be able to construct it and do it in a efficient way. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's not going to wipe us out, but it's just going to change our skill sets, and the people that can adapt and change first, like you're going to make a lot of money. So
Yeah. Yeah. I imagine it to be like the internet days, right? Or
no,
like iPhone days. You know what I mean? I feel like
no,
anything that is in like tech, bro, right? The people who are able to be like, yo, I'm gonna just because it's a risk. Let's be
no,
honest, it's a risk. We don't
no,
we don't know where it's gonna be in the next 50 years, but
no,
we're just saying, yo, according to data, right? Like we're going to jump on this thing, believe that it's going to help us out, right? Or believe it's going to get
no,
to where we want it to get to, right? But I think that like the people who jump in the first, bro, they're the ones who's going to succeed. You know what I mean?
no.
And the ones who are like scared and like apprehensive about it is going to be like
Mhm.
left behind. Let's just be honest. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? And I always say this thing, and it kind of sounds a bit harsh, but I say this in love, man. That like I think the people who are super scared of AI and people who are super like afraid and like they're gonna take our jobs. I think that those people are the ones who are not willing to like level up.
yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? The people who are not willing to say, "Hey, this is a new tech stack or this is a new whatever. I'm gonna learn it." Like
Yeah,
whether if I like it or not. Because now, bro, I'm, and you could probably talk about this more even at your job, bro. Like I'm at a place now where there's some things that we build at my job, um, offsite, me personally, that I might not be the biggest fan of it,
yeah, for
right?
sure.
There's some tools that I'm using that I might not be the biggest fan of it, right? But if
Yeah.
this is the space that I'm in, I feel like I should be proficient in that, right? But do you have anything to say about that? Or like, what's your thoughts?
So like right now, so when I first got my job, it was straight like JavaScript. We was using like SharePoint as the back end, but everything was
Yeah,
JavaScript.
yeah,
Since then, everything is like low code to no code, like Power Apps kind of stuff now. So like I'm a
mm,
Power App developer at my job. I'm not touching no JavaScript. I mean, I do JavaScript a little bit, but it's like simple, like show and hide some stuff. Like
yeah,
I'm no longer really programming in JavaScript.
yeah.
But it's like, hey, if that's where it's about to go, then
What you gotta do? Yeah,
figure it out. So I
yeah.
got my certifications. It's just certain things, and I'm in the government space too. So like, there's a lot of opportunity in the government space with
Mm,
this kind of stuff, this technology. So okay, if I can't get a web development job right now, let me pick up this Power App and go get a six-figure job for the government. So
yeah, yeah. Love it, bro. Hey, this is the last question, bro. We can jump into your journey, bro. But if you could DM one person in tech right now, and you're guaranteed a response, who would that be?
mm, that's tough. I don't know. I feel like you got to go with Elon, man. Like
Okay. Why Elon?
Elon
Hey,
does,
you might get canceled for saying
yeah, for sure. But it's
that.
like, man, like I don't mess with none of his the person he is, but it's like the stuff that he's accomplished and his mindset, or not
Yeah,
his mindset, but just like the to do all he's done in tech. Like you got to pick somebody's brain like that. Like
yeah, yeah,
I ain't got to mess with him personally, but it's like he's made some moves in this field, so it's
yeah,
like why
yeah,
not get some game from
yeah,
crazy
yeah,
Elon?
yeah, yeah. Crazy Elon. Yeah, I agree with you, bro. That would be the first person I would DM to. I ain't gonna hold you. I actually, and I think my last episode of season one, it was with Shane the Cloud. If y'all have not watched that episode after this one, go watch it. She's a dope person, bro. I went to a boot camp with her, but
No,
I told her, I was like, yeah, like if I could talk to anybody right now, it would be Elon, because I feel like I think we live in a world now, bro, where it's like we we can't even see if we disagree with somebody, right? It feels as if we just disagree with everything, right?
yeah, for sure.
And like you said, you can disagree with the person, right? Maybe the mindset, but we can't neglect and like throw under the bus like what he's done in technology. Like he's done some dope stuff in
Some
technology. You know what I
moves,
mean?
some
Some
moves.
smooth and people are using it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And so whether if that's for his benefit or like whatever the case may be, it's like nah, he's made an impact in the tech
Mm,
realm, right? And so, yo,
for
let's
sure.
let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna hear this here first. My plan one day is to interview Elon on this podcast. I ain't gonna
Mm,
hold you. You know what I
sure.
mean? And so when it does happen, come over here and rewatch this episode.
For sure.
But nah, man, let's get into it, bro. Let's go ahead and share, with the people, bro. Like a quick spill who you are, bro. What you do, family man, outside of tech, what you do in tech, your title. Give them
Sure.
like a quick overview of who you are, bro, and then we'll dissect your journey bit by bit, bro.
For sure. So my name is Keith Foster from Dayton, Ohio. Like I said, was an athlete. My goal or plan coming out, into college, like everybody else, is like, all right, I'm gonna go to the NFL. So you go to school with these dreams and ambitions, but I never struggled with school. Like I was a honor roll student, but like college for some reason, just I wasn't committing myself. Like so, I end up losing my scholarship, come back to the crib, and it's just like, all right, I got to figure it out from here. Um, Start working odd jobs, just trying to figure it out. Like in the meantime, I picked up a camera, start shooting weddings, music videos. I'm going on tour. So like one of my old teammates actually got signed to like J. Cole. His name is Jid. Like he's a pretty decently known rapper now. And then it was these guys, Earth Gang. They were at school as well. So Jid and Earth Gang are all from Atlanta. So I'm going on tour, just trying to get my little hustle up. And then in 2016, wifey got pregnant. So it's like, all right, like these goals or the stuff I'm trying to accomplish ain't really panning out. Like I'm getting a couple $100 here and there. Like something got to give. Um, so that kind of got me into the mindset of like, all right, something got to change. But it didn't really take. It took like almost 3 years for me to find tech. Like um, in that time, like I'm still just trying to figure it out. But then I think somebody told me about Harvard CS50. Like somebody was like, hey, you can take this course from an Ivy League college for free and apply that course to something else. Or I mean, I didn't even know what they was talking about at the time. So it was called edx.org. I get on edx. They got Harvard CS50. I started jumping in, just diving into it, and it's like, all right, like I can kind of do something with this. Like, um, so then at the kind of around the same time, wifey started getting into it too. So, but she had a different approach. Like I'm just kind of dabbling, just studying. She like, nah, like this is gonna be our way. So she started going to meetups, um, group meet. Like she into it, and I'm like, I'm cool on that. Like I'm just about to study. Like, but she started dragging me to the meetings. Like, nah, you gotta come. You gotta come talk to these people. You gotta come see this. And that's when it hit me. Like, okay, like this is our thing. Because we meeting people that's telling their story. Like, I don't have no degree. I don't have nothing. I just got the knowledge that I got, self-taught, and I make X amount of dollars at this company. So I'm like, all right, that's the thing. Like we own now. So from there, it was just like took the Harvard CS50, and then from there, I got on TeamTreehouse.com,
Team
and
Treehouse,
then it was like,
yeah.
yeah, I took the full stack. A little
hmm
thing that they put together. Like, I think it was probably like at the time, $15, $20 a month. So I'm like, all right, like, so with the Harvard, I tailored my resume. I put the little projects that I made. My education was Harvard CS50 and Team Treehouse. Like,
yeah.
start putting my little resumes out,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
damn, I start getting calls. I'm like, damn, like
Mm.
this about to work. Like,
of
so
course.
I'm like, dang. So I start going on the interviews, and I'm like, okay.
mm.
I went on a million interviews, and I wasn't getting the jobs, but it started teaching me what I needed to do. Like, all right, the little project, the little weather app that you made, like, okay, that's cool, but like, add some stuff to it, like, get some eight, like, build upon it, expand it, because I remember one interview, they was just like, all right, just bring your computer. So they then they're just picking my project apart, and I'm like, damn. They asked me, okay, why did you do this? And I'm like, I really don't got a reason. I was just copying a tutorial type stuff. Like I'm just on YouTube, just copying like line for line, damn near. Like I don't know why I did this. Like so I'm okay. Nah, like I need to expand on my portfolio. I need to really build and get into these projects and know why this is how it is, and so I can speak to it. So then that's when um, kept going on interviews, and then finally, like I went, like wifey got her job before, like a couple months before me, and then I landed my job in November of 2019. So
Bro,
yeah,
you said a lot, bro. That a part of me is like, let me just throw away the script and just go. Like, so that's what I'm about to do, bro.
yeah,
um, yeah, man, yo, like, where do I want to take this, bro? One, shout out to your wife, bro. Shout out to your queen because, like,
yeah,
my wife is kind of the same way. Whereas, like, the way she was able to just drag you to like these meetups, bro. I feel like that's impressive. It's like, nah, like,
for sure.
come see this, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I feel like sometimes as men, like it's like, yo, we got this. You know, I'm staying with
yeah.
myself.
I'm
Like
like, I don't need
we chilling, we good. You know what I mean? And like
that.
I'll tell you a funny story that actually just happened a couple days ago, right? Um, when we went to my girls' school, their meetups, right? The whole point was to meet their teachers, and then that's really it, right? Teacher parent meetup, right? So we met their teachers, you know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, we're done, let's dip. But my wife was like, let's mingle, let's talk to this kid's
Yeah.
mom, and I'm like, why
Hmm.
we for what? You know what I mean? But I think that there's like, I'm a guy, so I might not understand it, right? But when I actually sit back and think about it, I'm like, I see why. Is really to like open doors for our own kid to be free. Like imagine if we're in a class, bro, right? And I'm cool with my girl's like parents.
Yeah.
It gives a whole different dynamic, right? And so I feel like sometimes our wives they see these things where I'm like, yo, we just came here for a parent teacher thing. We did
Yeah,
our
let's
job.
go.
Let's dip. You know what I mean? So for you too, bro, it's like, yo, you studying Team Treehouse, like the Harvard, you're doing it. But she's like, nah, there's more. Like let's go. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But like I want you to like talk to me about like because the internet don't glorify like marriage, right? The internet is really shining light on like, oh, team divorce, oh, team single, right? But there's some like married people in tech who are killing it, and I see y'all to be one of those people too. You know what I mean? But like, talk to me, bro, as like a man in tech, bro. How important and how much of a gem it is to have your wife by your side.
I mean, I feel like as a man, like you, I'm not gonna say we need that motivation because I mean it should come within, but like it's something different about like just having somebody in your corner to really
Yeah,
push you
yeah.
or just believe. Like we broke at the time, and I'm telling my mom about, oh, I'm trying to get this tech stuff going. Mom ain't listening. Like
Mm,
she like, bro, you got to get a job. Like
mm,
you got a kid. Like bro, forget all that tech stuff. Like you need to go to this factory. They paying
mm,
500 a week. Like you
mm.
go get on that line at that factory. Wifey like not like
This bigger.
whatever we got to do, bro. We gonna figure this out. Like we
Yeah,
got so
yeah,
it just hit different when you got like that person in your corner.
yeah,
So
yeah,
um, social media, you scrolling, you seeing like everything is just quick, like it's microwave.
quick.
Like
Yeah, yeah,
you can in
yeah.
a couple scrolls, you okay, she better than her. It's like you can go
Mm,
on forever just
yeah,
looking.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I got homies, like I feel like they never gonna settle down because they just chasing.
Mm,
Like you get a bad one, but it's another bad. Like it's just always
mm,
you trying to just level up to get the. I mean, but it's no perfect. The perfection comes from how she treats you and your household, and like that's the perfection, not the
yeah,
physical or the.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, don't get me like wifey beautiful for
yeah.
sure, like, but that's not what drives it. Like
Mm,
it's the treatment, the support, the love for real. So
mm. Yeah, man. I
um,
appreciate you for saying that because, like I said, I feel like that's not it's not shared on social media, bro. You know what I mean? Oh, you get the six figures. Oh, you're in tech. Oh, you got a nice car. You got a nice house, right?
no,
And it's like they don't show like for me, bro. Like I wouldn't be here if it was for my wife, bro. Like all
okay,
the motivation, all the sleepless nights, my wife and my kids, bro. You know what I mean? And I
yeah,
wish that like people would show that like, yo, like you could be like not you could be, you are dope as a man, as a husband, as a father, and you can still go get the bag. You can still do all this
for
stuff. You
sure.
can still motivate people. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's something that is dope, man. But you had mentioned, bro, that like before tech, bro, you know what I mean? Like you were doing all kind of like odd jobs, right? What kind of odd
Yeah.
jobs were you doing? And like what was your mindset like during those times? Because for me, I remember, bro, like before tech, bro, I've done every job under the sun. Like I've done Uber delivery, I've done construction, I've been a bus driver, I've done freaking like I've done everything, bro. Anything you can think of, bro,
Hey,
I've done it. You know what I mean? Just
I can
to
one up you, man. I done
you know what I mean? But hey, talk to me about that, bro.
Uber.
Like how is that? how was that situation, bro? And what was your mindset like in that situation?
You know? At the time, like I still was dreaming. Like I just had this feeling like I don't know what it is, but I know this isn't. So I remember I used to work at it was like a mental hospital, and I worked in the kitchen. And
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me tell you this. I've worked at a
yeah,
mental hospital too, but as a security guard.
yeah, for sure, crazy man. But I'm in the
Crazy.
kitchen, and it's these dudes in there, and I remember this one dude, and he like, bro, I've been here 30 years, and just hit the conversation. It was just like he was just content with just being in this kitchen for 30 years. You know, not to hate on nobody, but it's like he just wasn't trying to do nothing.
Mm.
So I'm just in the mindset of like, all right, I'm gonna do whatever I need to do in the temporary to take care of my fam, but I know this ain't it. So I wasn't down about the situation. It was just like I knew it was something better for me coming.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was a Toys R Us shelf stocker. Uh, I used to work UPS loader, unloader.
Mm.
Bro, I done did it. If I
That's
really
crazy,
just think
bro.
about it, like bro, I done did every like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
to try to. I done worked at
Yeah.
Nike on the back end, taking off the truck,
Wow.
putting in
Whew.
the shoes, like anything,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
anything that I felt like I can get a little bag from, like I was on it.
Mm. Mm.
But like I said, I just had the mindset of, bro, this ain't the end of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And so for you, bro, you had mentioned that like the turning point for you was that when wife was pregnant.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Like once wifey got pregnant, it was like, all right, like my dreams. I'm not gonna say they're not working out, but like the timetable of what I got going on got to change. Like,
Mm.
because
Mm.
in my mind, I was gonna be like a famous videographer or something. Like,
Mm.
because I mean, at the time, like that's when content creation and certain things just start kind of popping up. So it was people that I kind of locally that I even known that just because they knew how to shoot videos now they got substantial opportunities to do
Yeah.
vlogs for Lil Wayne or Young Thug, like because everybody is trying to make this content now.
Yep.
So it's like
Yep.
I'm thinking, okay, I mean, I shot something for like Chris Brown. I'm like, oh, I'm out of here.
Mm.
Like I'm about to be Chris Brown personal
Yeah.
video,
Yeah.
like. But it's like when the stuff don't pan out, it's like, damn, like what's next? So
mm. Mm.
yeah, that was a turning point when
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like talk to me
mm,
about like what was the hardest thing about you self-studying? Or for you, was that good for you?
I've always kind of been a natural, kind of self-reliant kind of person.
Mm.
Um, so like in college, I was a biology major. I wanted to be a doctor. So it was people like, damn, like I failed the test, but
Mm.
I was like, bro, I aced it just because back then, only thing I used to do was like, all right, I'll go to the book, the letter, the word in bold, write that down, and then write, whatever after it. So I just
Mm.
learn how to memorize like all the key little points.
Mm.
Now I feel like that's the easiest way to pass anything. Like if you
Yeah.
can just see, okay, what are they showing you? If you can just understand what the bold, the main stuff, yeah, it's gonna be some fluff in the middle, but it's like if I can understand this main kind of topics, then I can pick it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so like I picked up coding not easily, but it wasn't that hard for me.
Mm.
The challenging part for me was like just a computer programming mindset. Like the code really wasn't like that. I can pick up on the programming language. Okay, the syntax, like okay, that ain't that hard for me.
Mm.
But like to a if statement to be like, okay, if this happens, then this should happen. Like
Yeah.
that wasn't clicking for me. I'm
Mm.
like, bro, this ain't the visibility is something that's going to be dependent upon this is going to. I'm like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not like then a variable. I'm like this.
That's the hardest part, bro. I
That
think
was
the
tough.
hardest part is like
Yeah,
is talking and thinking like a computer.
yeah,
Right. That's
for
the because
sure.
for me too, bro. Like the if statements and like functions. I was like, what in the world's a function? Like, why does it have to
Yeah,
be if x is equal? Like, why is it that way? Right. But like,
yeah,
I think for me, but like I said, like delve into like community, bro, and seeing other people like literally just bust their tail. Like, it's like, yo, like
mm,
they're not gonna stop until they get it. That kind of kept me going, right? And I have a friend,
uh,
bro, who shout out to him, William. who he's told me one thing, bro. He's told me a lot of things, but like one thing that has stuck with me till date, bro, was like it's only a matter of time,
Mm.
right? And so the days where I wasn't even like understanding certain materials, bro, in my mind, I'm like, all right, bet I don't get it now, but it's only a matter of time. Just keep on
For
showing
sure.
up. It's only a
Yep.
matter of time, right? I want to ask you this question, bro. Like, what do you have to say to somebody who have been in tech for some time now, or they're now starting to learn, right? And things are like they can't think. They can't like you said, like for yourself, like the if statements, the like thinking
Mm.
as a programmer is so hard for them, right? What's one thing that you can tell them to like encourage them to keep on going?
Get the basics down and try to build something that you have interest in. Um,
Mm,
Following these tutorials and just trying to copy and paste and do certain things isn't gonna. I feel like it's kind of harder to build certain skills, but you're gonna be way more motivated to figure out some stuff that you got in. Like I used to be big into like sneaker bots and shoes and all this different stuff. So at one point I was trying to build my own bot. So I'm into it. Like I'm figuring out okay, what's this like, but it's because I got a genuine passion for shoes. So I'm like, if I can get these shoes, then I'm gonna figure out these ifs that like I'm gonna figure this stuff out. Like,
yeah,
okay, how to parse this page, insert the JSON, get like I'm Googling, like I'm just figuring it out because this is something that I genuinely want,
yeah,
want to achieve. So I would say try to make things of interest. Like
mm,
not to say don't follow the tutorials, but don't get caught in tutorial hell of just I'm just about to do a billion YouTube tutorials. Like
mm.
have a objective. Okay, I want to build this thing, and then figure that out.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of times, man, I talk to other people who are either not in tech or who don't really know what programmers do, bro. But
Mm.
they feel like we're like the smartest people, like,
No,
but bro, I'll be honest with you, bro. I'm not the smartest person in the room, and I've met a lot of
no,
developers that are like, yo, like they say the same thing, like they're not the smartest people in the room, but what they are
no,
like freaking hard workers, and they'll figure it out.
for sure,
Like literally,
for
like if
sure.
they have to go to bed at 3 a.m., they'll be up figuring it out. Like there's plenty of times, bro, where I'm up and my wife is like laying here sleeping on this futon behind me, bro. She's knocked, and I'm here like
No,
busting my tail. You know what I mean? And so I feel like people have to realize that like to become a programmer, you don't have to be the best in math. You don't have to be the best with school. Like you just have to just be willing to like just bust your tail. And like you said, bro,
for sure.
figure it out. Cause half the work, bro, is
Just
Googling,
figuring stuff out.
figuring stuff out, right? Before ChatGPT, what we have, bro, Stack Overflow. Like
True.
you're going to Stack Overflow and like shifting. Is this shifting or sifting? But like you're like sieving through like a lot of people's comments just to find the right answer, right?
Just trying stuff.
Just
Like
trying
I'm
stuff, bro.
just,
And then you find what you think is the right answer. You put it in your code and it breaks everything. And you go back to
yep,
like so it's like you're figuring things out. You know what I mean? And so if I think that the best word to say is to be a problem solver, right?
yep,
Because the one of my boys told me he was like, "Yo, like we only use code to like fix things, to like be a
mm,
problem solver. We're not coding just because oh it's cool. I mean it is cool, but
no,
like there there is a solution that the code like we use the code to provide. You know what I mean? And so like to pivot from what you said, bro, like if people can be like, yo, like I'm gonna just take my time, figure this thing out, learn the basics, bro. Like I feel like it'll be golden. Like literally, man. You know.
for sure.
So, let me ask you this, bro. Your first job, bro. Where were you at when you got that call or email? Walk me through like that day, bro. Like your first like big boy tech job, bro.
Uh, I remember that I was in the whip. I get the call from HR, and she like, we want to extend the offer, and I'm damn near in tears. Like I
Mm.
turned the nip on. Like I'm like, damn, like we,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like, bro, we made. And then she said, okay, it's gonna be 60,000 to start, and
Mm.
then we're gonna give you, I think it was like a 60 or 90 day, kind of thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we're gonna bump you up to 80
Mm.
after the 60 days over. So I'm like,
Mm.
because at that time, I like on paper, like when I'm filing taxes, I don't think I ever made over like 20,000 in a year. Like I'm just hustling. Like, I'm shooting weddings, getting some little money here and there, but like my tax, like I'm filing taxes for 13K,
Mm,
15, 20K a year. Like, so
mm,
you telling me I'm about to make 80? Like,
mm.
it was like, I mean, not the best day of my life, but like on some, like, damn, we cool now. Like,
People
I
don't
remember
understand.
like the,
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
no, so the apartment that we had at the time had like a mouse problem. So I'm like, oh,
Mm.
look, we out of here.
We gonna fix that today.
Hey, we up out of here. Like, they can have it.
Yeah. Yo, I love it, man. I love to like hear stories like these, bro, because I think that it one takes you back, right?
Yeah,
And you appreciate your journey, right? Because you've been doing this for
for
years,
sure.
bro. You appreciate your journey, right? And then two, you give other people confidence and motivation, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, bro, I and my wife, bro, in 1 year we made 17 grand in 1 year,
yeah,
and that's with kids, bro. That's
yeah.
with
I
kids.
remember them days,
That's
man.
with kids, bro.
For
You know what I
sure.
mean? And so it's crazy to see the big jump, bro. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah,
remember where like we would file taxes, bro, and we get so much back, so much back.
yeah.
Now, bro, we owe money, and I'm
You got a
like,
bill. You
bro,
like,
we
dang.
gotta. And I'm like, I told one of my other brothers, man, he's in tech too, and I was like, bro, like I thought that when you make more money, you be good. It's like, nah, bro, you're in a different, like
uh,
we done
you
jumped,
get a
like,
$6,000 bill. You like, oh my
bro,
god,
we done jumped
6K.
a
Sheesh.
couple brackets from where we were.
Hey,
And now,
yeah,
you know, but obviously there's fixes to that. You can try to maneuver that and like,
yeah,
you know, I'm not
for
saying
sure.
lie, but you can, there's
Yeah,
certain things that you and your financial investor can talk about and all that stuff, right? Yeah. But like that
yeah.
first year, bro, we was like, we ain't,
You get
it was
that
like, yo,
bill. You
bro,
like, hey, hold on.
I'm like,
I'm about to go
what,
back to the 17.
bro? I have somebody who told me this. Somebody told me that like and this is a poverty mindset. I do not recommend this at all to nobody. But a person was like, "Yo, they plan on not making more than a certain amount because they don't want to owe
No,
taxes, right?" And when I heard that, I thought that was the
no.
stupidest thing ever, right? Like,
Mhm.
yes, when you make more money, there are more responsibilities. Was it J. Cole who said more money, more problems? Or was that who was that? Was it J. Cole? Or is that
It's like an old Biggie one,
it's a big okay. You know, and it's
I
like
think.
that is yeah, whoever said it, right? But it's true,
Yeah,
right?
mhm,
Then we get into a whole different conversation of budgeting, all that stuff, right? But like
yeah,
my thing is like, yo, I rather make the money, right? I rather bust my
mhm,
tail, make the money, make sure that my family and I, we are in a comfortable position, right? Help people, right? And figure the rest out later on. You know what I mean? I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck, bro. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And so tell me, bro, what do you think that like what do you think was like one of the contributors, bro, for you getting that job? Because I know obviously the whole interviewing process was hard. You probably went to different like rounds, right? Why do you
Mhm.
think that they gave you that offer?
I think the day, like, I came in with like it was like a polo pea coat, kind of trench, kind of like,
Mm,
it was the confidence. Like,
mm,
I came in on 10,000 that day. Like, I don't know why, I was just feeling myself. Like, so I'm talking to Buddy, and I'm just like, yeah, like I'm here. Like, I just need an opportunity.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and he asked because the job was for SharePoint, and at that time I didn't even know what SharePoint was.
mm,
Like, I'm just like, this is what I work on. I got these apps that I build. Like, I'm straight HTML, CSS, JavaScript,
yeah,
Angular, React. Like, that's
yeah,
all I know.
yeah,
And he was like, okay, are you willing to learn?
yeah.
And I'm like, am I?
Say
Like,
less.
I just need that door open, and
Mm,
I'm running through it. So
mm,
I think it was just the confidence and the eagerness of me to be like, hey, I just need an opportunity. Like,
yeah, yeah.
just give me a try.
Yeah,
So
yeah. What kind of sacrifices do you feel like people have to make to get in the tech field or to get that job? Because people feel like it's sweet, bro, but it's a lot of work. Portfolio
it's
revamps,
tough.
like
Yep.
applying for the jobs, like tweaking your resume for the specific job. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like, what kind of sacrifices did you make, right, to be able to land these
And
jobs, bro?
I remember, and Jess tells a story sometime. We was like at a family function,
Mm,
and like I was in the kitchen just typing on like they kicking it, drinking, taking shots. You know, it's family time. Like
mm,
I'm in the back just coding away. So it's like the time, like you got to sacrifice that time to,
mm,
because it's a skill that you just can't pick up. Like it's something that you got to mold. Like it's almost like hooping almost. Like
yeah.
in order, I mean, there are people that's not like just, I mean, just like with coding, there are people that's just naturally talented.
Mm,
Like my manager, like the way he thinks, like he was like, yeah, I was like building computer games in the '80s and doing he's a natural coder, but like for somebody to be able to pick this skill up, like you're gonna have to spend time with that thing.
mm, mm.
So you got to make sacrifices. You might not, you can't go to the club or go kick it or do certain things. Like you got to invest that time in this craft that you're trying to build. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's so important, bro. And I think that the different, like again, the difference between us and people um, who will not make it, right, is the sacrifice, bro. You know what I mean?
for
You can't,
sure,
and I love to party. I love to hang out with my girls. I love to hang
yeah,
out with family. Like I'm sure you do too, bro. You know what I
hmm
mean? But like, there's a time and place for everything, right? And for a
yeah,
season, right, you might have
yeah,
to say no, bro. I remember when I was learning how to code, bro. I said no to all my friends. Like I said no so many times, bro, that I have friends
yeah,
pulling up to my house unannounced.
yeah.
No
Like,
cap.
bro, are you straight? Like you
Bro, you straight.
cool?
Like, are you really good? Like, every time I call you, you
Yeah,
don't pick up. Like I actually
hmm
had friends. Shout out to Kendall. Shout out to Bree. Shout out to Chris. Like, they actually pulled up to my house, knocked, and
yeah,
was like, "Yo, what's going on here, bro?" You know what I mean? And that seems um like a stretch, right? It
hmm
seems like you doing too much, but it's like nah. Sometimes you do have to do too much, bro, to get out of like
yeah,
shitty situations, bro. Some days,
for sure.
like you're in that situation where you had it was a mindset. I think he said it's like you have to do
Yeah,
something to get out, bro. Right?
yeah,
We've been in places where it's like we don't like living here. We rather be on that high rise, like we rather be on that. You know what I mean?
hmm
But it's like financially we can't make it, so you're in a situation that takes grind, that takes sacrifice for you to get out. You know what I mean? And I feel like
yeah,
most people might not experience that just because they're not willing to be uncomfortable. They're not willing to grind. They're not willing
exactly.
to sacrifice. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough. I just wish that people would understand that. You know? Um,
Yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I feel like a lot of people focus on the end goal, and because of that, they feel like it's too many steps in the intern to get there. So like it's way too hard to learn how to code for somebody because they look at something and because the first time that they looked at it, it didn't make sense or it was hard. It's like nah, like I'm cool. Like
Mm,
that's rocket science. That like I can't do this. But
mm,
it's like nah, like just take it step by step. Learn the very basic. Like I remember the first time just reading about what a variable was, and I'm like, bro, this don't make sense. Like
mm,
this is a because you. So I mean, it kind of goes back to what you was asking about the hardest part about being self-taught. It's like you don't have context to anything. Like you just getting fed this information, but I don't know what. Okay, I can kind of understand. I can read the definition of a variable, but I have no context to be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do with it.
how do you
So you just
exactly?
keep feeding me this information, and I'm like, bro, I have no. It wasn't until I got this one JavaScript book, and it used the example was like a hotel room, and it was like, okay, a variable can be the number of people that check into the room, and then you store this number of people. Like, so I'm like, damn,
Mm,
okay, that's what like. I just needed some context to
yeah.
the definition to be like
Yeah.
a light bulb
Yeah.
went off. Like,
Yeah.
damn, like okay,
Mm.
that's what it is. So,
Mm. And everybody's different, bro. Because even for me, I remember like APIs. Like, what is API? Like, how does it
uh,
work, right? And I think the thing that got for it to click for me, bro, was like picture a restaurant, right? You have
mhm,
the chef, you have the waiter that's giving the customer the food, right? And it just taught
mhm,
me, okay, okay, so API is the transition from the kitchen to the
mhm,
plate or to the people. Like,
yeah,
okay, right. So now you transfer that into code to what you're trying to do. If it's a backend
mhm,
authentication, right? Now you understand, right?
Yeah.
But I think
You just
that's
need
the
some context or
some
something, man.
context, bro. And that goes back to, like you were saying before, bro, the whole tutorial hell, right? You can watch a
Hmm.
thousand tutorials, bro, but the only way you learn how to actually implement things is to what? Build,
Yep.
right? It's to just build. You know what I mean? And I remember, like, I remember I would watch tutorials after tutorial after tutorial, and I'm like, yo, I know how to do this thing, bro. You
Mhm.
give me a blank text editor, I'm like, how do I
I don't know where to start.
how do I start? Like, how do I start this? You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I think this is something we've spoken about. Like people talk about this all the time. Like, tutorial hell is real, yo, and the only way you can snap out of it is to build by yourself. And that doesn't mean you can't Google. That doesn't mean that you can't use ChatGPT. That just means that stop copying and pasting. Right? My homegirl Triniqua, she was on a podcast. She said copying and pasting code is for duds. Like, write it out. You know what I mean? And if you really want to, like, get into this field, if you want to get into any field, you have to do that sacrifice. You have to do the work. You know.
Mm.
But bro, what's your thoughts on tech layoffs, man? I know there's a lot of tech layoffs going on right now. What's your hopefully you're
Yeah.
not going to be impacted. Hopefully, nobody close to home is impacted, right? But what's your thoughts, bro?
Mhm. So I don't know. It's tough. I feel like there's seasons for everything. So, there's a season where there's a rush of jobs. Like there's a million. It seems like it's a million jobs, and then it kind of slows down. But even with the layoff situation, I feel like there's still opportunities. It just may not be in big tech or what you're accustomed to doing. Because at the end of the day, everybody still is using technology. So yeah, you might have got laid off at Google, but your local hospital has a IT department that's building a custom app. Like there's still opportunities in this
Mm,
space with the skill set that you have. You just might have to adapt and do something that you may not be used to, or go into, okay,
yeah,
you was in healthcare for this amount of time. Now you might have to go to finance and jump on something else. So
yeah, yeah.
um, I just feel like it's you got to evolve with the time. But that's with any industry. Like
Mm,
my pops, after he quit playing ball, he was in like the automotive industry. Like my town is big in automotive. At some point, all that stuff got shipped somewhere else. So it's like, all right, how can I take the skills that I possess and apply to something else? So
mm.
it's like that's always going to happen. Tech is no different than any other industry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you think that tech is going to have that big shoot again?
No, I was just talking to Jess about this the other day. I think it's going to be, I would say, a little bit more difficult to get a job just because your skill set is going to be different.
Mm.
When
And
we
AI.
first got in, you can damn near just, yeah, exactly. You can just get a job just knowing some basics almost. Like if
Mm,
you can kind of just play around with some code and get something on the screen, like somebody will give you a shot just because they
hmm.
need people in them seats.
Yeah.
Um, but it's like people just got to adapt with the time. Like, so my next kind of venture, I'm about to start a series. It's like building an app in 7 days using ChatGPT.
Mm,
So I want to walk people through my full process because I've been messing with building apps for a little, like a couple, like since ChatGPT been out. My thing was like, okay, I'm about to learn how to build the stuff that I want to build with it. Like,
mm,
so like now you can generate images. So now I'm gonna show you how to script and prompt your wireframes. Take your wireframe, feed it right back to ChatGPT. Get
mm.
like really show step by step, and it's like that's gonna be the next skill set. The people who can take this thing, feed it into ChatGPT, prompt manipulation, do all this stuff, debug. Like that's going to be the new engineering job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so you just got to give it the time.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna ask you this last question, but I'll let you go, man. Um,
Yeah,
a lot of the times people see people who are in tech and they're like, man, you have to have a master's degree, bachelor's degree. You have to be
yeah.
this degree, right? What would you tell somebody who don't have a degree, right, but would
Mhm.
like to get into tech?
As a college dropout, myself and my wife, this is probably the only field that I personally can really think of to be like, okay, I can self like learn this skill and get a 6-figure job. And if we really talking about tech, like if you really want to dive into it and get code like crazy with it, like you can get a $500,000 salary or there's crazy stuff, but it's like you on a different kind of. It's like you could take this wherever you want to go with it. Like you can get a basic 70K job, just kind of manipulating some. You can be a content editor on a website for some company and make 70K. In my town, like that's decent money. Like 70 bands, like you straight for real. Or you can go learn these algorithms and this high level pot torch. You about to be the go-to AI person for these companies and consult and that, like you can be a millionaire off this. So it's like this is damn near the only thing that I really can think of that you can learn this skill set and the sky's the limit. Like you can build a, I mean, so my thing is like everybody running to get a job. And it's like, nah, like build something, own something. Like if you can make an app and demonstrate like, okay, yeah, you can get a job for sure. But it's like you can make a job for yourself, like solve a solution. We got all these in-app purchases. If you don't need a million people in your app, if you can carve out 5, 10, 20,000 people paying you $1 a month, $10, like you straight. Like you can make 10 mans a month off your app we thinking of Instagram, okay, we need 7 billion, like we need the world on our platform. And it's like, that's cool, but if you can carve out 10,000 people to pay you $10 a month, like you are straight. Like, so.
Bro, I was gonna let you go, but I got actually you took it. I was gonna retire this and be like, yo, we out, but nah, you took it somewhere different, bro. Because like I made a post today on LinkedIn, right? And I was basically saying that like, man, like tech isn't dead, right? Tech is still very much alive, and the people who are willing to adapt, the people who are willing to learn, right? The people who are willing to stick on the boat, stay on the ship, right, and not jump off, right? A time is coming where tech will like be booming again, right? And that's not to say that it's not booming now. I think that tech is gonna like over boom again, right? And somebody commented, bro, on my post, the same thing you just said just right now, bro. They're like, yo, I agree with you, but also what would it look like if we opened our own doors? What would it look like if we carved out our own doors and made way for other people, right? And I think that a lot of times, bro, like people see that like, oh, you're in tech, you got a job, that's it. Nah, like if you know how to code, if you know how to paint, if you know how to do whatever, right? How would it look like if you built your own thing with the knowledge that you have? With that knowledge that you have, what would it look like if you built your own thing, right? And I think that like that's such a gem that like most people don't talk about, that most people feel like it's so far fetched, right? Oh, becoming a CEO, becoming or building your own brand, that's for like the billionaires. That's for people who live in like Beverly Hills. But it's like, no.
I'll say this. I'm not gonna say most, but a lot of the top kind of engineers that I've come across, whether it's like in a meetup or just different mediums of meeting these people, they all have the same path. I worked for this company for X amount of years. Then they built their own thing and they sold it. Now they're an angel investor and they go around trying to find these other things. I can't tell, like, it's countless people that I've met that's been on this same. I work for these people. I built my own thing. I sold it. Now I'm an angel. Like that. I was like, what? An angel investor. Like, I've met so many people, and they got like, they got money because now their thing is like, okay, I'm just trying to find the next thing to put my money on, to build up to, because it's like, that's the path. Like you work for these people, take them skills, apply it to yourself, sell your thing, and then just go out here and try to find other people to uplift or other things to invest in. Now you got a portfolio of 20 different apps.
It reminds me, bro, of like basketball players, right? Well, let me say this first, right? I think that what you're saying, bro, is next level thinking, right? It's thinking that's outside of the box, right? And it reminds me of basketball players or even athletes, right? Take a look at like LeBron, for instance, right? Like he's a billionaire, bro. And if you take a look at his portfolio, bro, his billings didn't come from just basketball, right?
Mm.
Like basketball is like the hub, the center of it, right? And that money that he
It's
had,
the
he
vessel.
is a vessel, bro, right? And
Mhm.
now his like is grown branches and there's different things. So now when he's done playing basketball, here's another identity. Like he's not just
Yeah.
basketball. You know what I mean? But I feel like whenever we get into tech, it's like, oh, we can just be. It's like, no. What will happen if you can't work in tech anymore? What have
Yeah.
you done? What have you built that can still speak for you? That can still feed you and your family? If you can't, if I lose my fingers, if I can't see, if I can't do tech, right? What am I doing now that I'm in tech, right? What am I investing in? What am I building that if this all was gone today, I can still pivot somewhere else. You know what I mean? Whether if that's hard skills, whether if that's money that's invested, whatever it is, bro. You know what I mean? What can I do that I'm what can I do that would feed me tomorrow if this ends? You know, and so yeah, like I said, I was going to close out this podcast, but when you said that, I was like, yeah, this is dope because it's something I legit made a post about it today. You know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
yeah, man. Yo, where can people find you, bro? Social media, email, or not? No, not. Don't give your email out. Where can people find you, bro? Social media, all that stuff. What are you doing? What can people look forward to you doing? All that stuff, man. Show the people, bro. And I'll let you out of here, bro.
Yeah, for sure. So it's Keith Can Code on all platforms. So KeithCancode. Keith Can Code. I'm going to commit to getting back on my content. Like, I'll be slacking for real. Like a couple years ago, I was going hard. Like I'm in my head, I'm like, I'm about to be a tech influencer. I'm gonna drop these gems. I'm gonna do all this stuff, mix in my fashion and all this. But life happened, and I wasn't on it. But
Yeah,
I've been motivated more so recently to be like, okay, I need to get people on this AI wave. So I'm going to put together like a series of like, okay, build an app in 7 days. So take you from the idea of okay, how do you build upon your idea, get your stakeholder, like all these different like a process to really build an app. But we can do it in 7 days with ChatGPT. So kind of working on that now, just laying the foundation. So yeah, look out for that soon for sure.
hey, y'all tap in for sure. You know I'm gonna tap in, and yeah, man, bro.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for being here, man. Yeah, we out.
Peace.